I want to make a trade recap on some trades which I took since the morning or London session. Let's start on the high time frames. I did not take trades only on the US 100. I also took a trade on GBP USD, but they were mostly losses, and we were operating in this range since morning, so I was bearish since the start of the day, targeting this previous day's low because we were staying below this hourly BC right here, which created this previous day's high. So I was anticipating the price to reach the previous day's low before reaching the previous day's high. That was kinda my bias during the London session. So after realizing that when the price reached it right here, it did not make an instant reaction. So price did not make instant reaction to it, so I decided to wait a little longer on the lower time frame. The reason why I got into this trade right here, it was a little bit foolish because I anticipated if we did not displace below this hourly BC right here, this one, I was anticipating bullish prices after that, but when price displaced above it, I did not change my bias. So maybe that is why I almost got stopped out, but that was my initial thought process right here. So I should have expected some bullish momentum. At least I could catch this spike above this 9 and 10 minute cycles high, pushed to the upside in this macro in the London. So I incurred a loss of about $4. So that was my first loss. So the problem that I had, I did not change my bias according to the previous analysis. That was my problem right here. So after this in the London session, I also took a GBP USD buy sales right here during the London. No, it was just an analysis right here of continuation to the downside, but I did not take any trade on GBP USD today. So in the London session later on, I seen the price spooling to the downside, clearing this Asian low and sweeping the previous day's low. So what I was looking at is how the price was behaving in relative to the SPX 500. If you see very well right here, we made an SMT with SPX because the ES did not sweep the previous day's low. If you look closely, we did not sweep the previous day's low on the S&P 500. If we go to the high time frame, you can see that the previous day's low is this one. You can see that it was not safe. So this is an SMT right here which happened. So That was why I was anticipating some bullish momentum from now on. But because the previous day's low was reached on NQ, what that was kind of the in the late New York session, there was some kind of ranging after that, so I did not expect too much. So my initial stop loss was below this low, which took out the previous day's low and change in state of delivery. The only problem was that I did not wait for the price to retest this change in state of delivery right here. If I would have entered on that, targeting at least the London's high right there, I would have much bigger risk to reward. And when I seen this SMT with ES right here, I decided to close the trade manually. You can see that this high, which was formed on 1044 before the macro opened, was never swept on ES, but it was swept on the NQ. So that is why I closed the trade manually, as well as the SMT happened while touching this imbalance right here, 1 hour imbalance. So it was a red flag to get out of the trade, because I do not have the methods of closing or taking partials correctly, because I'm operating on a micro account. So I closed this trade manually, but so the trades I took today, I think I took one position on GBP/USD on the closed position right here. Today was a very messy day. No, I did not. Yeah, it was just NAS 100. So the little problem for me is delaying closing the trades which are very in profits. Closing them manually, I tend to hold positions whenever I see invalidations, that I close them right in losses or almost in losses. That is kind of my problem right now, which I'm combating, and I hope I will get better at spotting reversals early. So that was my trades of today. And yesterday I also incurred a loss. Let me talk about it at the same time. Right here, yesterday it was on Wednesday I think, on GBP/USD. Right here, it was a kind of rangy day. So my thought process on GBP/USD, let me change this to EUR/USD. If you go to the higher time frames, you can see that we were extremely very bearish yesterday. Some kind of rangy price action. After this range price action on GBPUSD, we were inside of a little range. So I was looking at how we were reacting to the Asian sessions low. I was anticipating some bullish momentum after sweeping the Asian range low right here, and the price formed multiple SMTs. I decided to target this high right here and entering right here. If you go to the 1 minute time frame, you can see it clearly what I was looking at. I got stopped out, but nevertheless the price, we had some high impact news in the New York AM session, so I was not ready to hold the trades up until New York. That is why we were ranging. But the problem I had was that we formed SMTs, warning SMTs with EU, and I did not abide by them. I made a re-entry right here, but also when we swept the Asian highs, I did not close the trade instantly, which resulted into closing it somewhat prematurely. So that was the trades which I took today. In GBPUSD, I closed a little bit too prematurely. Yeah, so that was what I was currently looking for today in today's price action. Thanks for sticking to the end of this video. I urge you to subscribe to Ivan Trades for more trading insights and more self-development tips. And I hope that we are together in this self-development and financial freedom-seeking journey with me. Stay tuned for more content. Thank you.